Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, Gadget.
We have a special
Welcome.
guest today.
Special guest. So, technical difficulties, and I've moved spots, and my laptop is doing something over there.
Yep.
So, welcome to Distant Stitches. This is episode 10. I'm like, 10, because I don't know that already. Today, we're November 12th. My name is Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7 on Instagram and Ravelry.
And I'm Liz, also known as Jaded Knitter, pretty much everywhere.
So, Sir Pug got a petty, as you said earlier.
I was calling it a mani-pedi, but I mean, it's both feet, so it's a petty-pedi. Yeah. Yeah, that was where we went out this morning.
Nice.
He got his fluff and puff.
For Christmas. Does he have a new scarf?
He does. It's got gingerbread men on it.
Nice. I love that. When I had my toy poodle, she would go and they'd do the whole bows and everything. And then I had to tell them stop doing the bows because it becomes worse than a child's hair tangled up.
Yeah, the little scarves don't last long with him, unfortunately, because he's neck head. Like there's no...
It just bye.
Pretty much.
I guess he's putting up with you being in his chair.
Pretty much.
So neither of us have FOs, but you have something you'd like to show.
Yes. Because I've been saying I will pull these out and show them for years, and I finally realized, oh, hey, they're on the Christmas tree. Because I've talked before.
They're accessible.
Yeah, they're accessible. They're not in the basement in a box. These are, and
yeah,
no, it is actually the right side up.
Really?
Yep. I know. I asked the exact same question. I forget what type of fish it is.
Puffin fish?
I don't remember.
You can't remember. There is one that it like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is an actual type of fish.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that you can fish off of Newfoundland. My grandfather fished.
Okay.
These are made by my nan, my paternal grandmother.
And that's like web crochet with starch?
Yep. It is, I believe they were either done with white glue, or they were done with cornstarch. There's a mixture of them, so it could have been either, because I know she used them both. She literally used to blow up little bitty balloon, like she blew a balloon inside of it, dip it in starch, and then it would just sit. But yeah, this is what she used to do of an evening. She'd just sit there, and they're all crocheted.
And it's like lace, tiny stuff, right?
Yep. It is, I think it's size 10 crochet.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all fairly small. And she'd literally just sit there with it, going in her hand, and then, poof. I'm a shoe. I love shoes. I absolutely adore shoes. I have a lot.
I do know that.
At one point in my life, and that was when this came into play, was I had a miniature Christmas tree that was entirely ceramic shoes. I now have a full Christmas tree that's half ceramic shoes.
Okay.
But yeah, she made that specifically for me. And then things like
dice on it?
No, they're little, those little plastic stacking beads.
Yeah. Okay. The way the light was catching it, it looked like dice.
Yeah. No, they're not. They're just little beads that she tied on there.
Very cute.
Yeah. And my brother and I both have these too. And then I forget what he got the year I got this, but yeah, that was what she used to do in the evenings, is she'd sit there and
like not even look at what she was doing.
No, she'd just be sitting there talking, telling a story or whatever.
Oh, fish.
And like, oh, hey, here you go. And then this one, these are older, which is why they're floppy. These are also starch. This was my mother.
Wow.
That's one of them. I have a tree.
That's where you get, so it's a long lineage of crazy pants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And well, I have popsicle stick sleds from my other grandmother on the tree, and egg that have like decoupage on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did
So
you pull out your shawl pins?
No, I knew I was going to forget something. We'll do shawl pins next time.
Next time. So let's just see here. It helps if I look at the show notes after I post them. You have 3 whips?
I do.
I have 3. Did I grab the wrong show notes? Yes, I did. Hang on a second, because I redid them. Okay. I had 3 as well, so you can go first.
Well, oh, hey, this one's in my hand. This was the one I was working on last week, and I think I just finished, or 2 weeks ago, whatever. I just finished the toe, and I was debating whether or not I was going to do slip stitch, which, as you can see, I did. So this is just, it's my basic sock recipe that I do for all socks, except whenever the color change happens, I start slipping the stitches every other stitch.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates a little bit of a pattern. And it is out of Crazy Dog Yarns in First Gift of Christmas.
I like that there's blue.
Yes.
Like, it makes it different because there's blue.
It does. Yeah. This is probably one of the favorite Christmassy sock yarns that I've ever found.
Nice.
I'm not a big fan of red and green together. I like red or green.
But with that blue, it kind of...
Yeah.
Less candy cane-ish.
Yes. So it's knit on my standard 2mm needles. These are so US zeros.
Your standard weapons.
My standard weapons. These are actually the Zings, I think.
Knit Pro?
I think so.
Or Knitter Pride? It's Knit Pro Zings.
I think so, yeah.
Well, Knit Pro and Knitter's Pride are the same. It's just UK is Knit Pro, here is Knitter's Pride.
Yeah, and there's another one that's thrown in there too, so.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, basically this entire thing, because Janet gave me the needles too.
Nice.
So,
that's sock 1?
This is still sock 1.
Okay.
I had a bit of startitis this past couple of weeks.
As I think everybody is having.
Probably.
I am so struggling not to start anything, but I've got goals and my goals are being met. Can I show my whip?
Yes.
Okay. So, humongo bag. This is like my first Knit City bag. See the size of this thing?
Oh, yeah.
And I basically lucked out and got this because Kim forgot one at home because she had sold out. So, what is in here? Oh, it's a Pride. Now I have a funny story to go with the sweater. So this is the Alyn. So not doing the cables because, as I've said before, I don't love anybody that much. And this Alyn by Ashley Knowlton. And this is knit out of Cascade Aran in the Dusky Green colorway on size. See, it says 6 here, but I'm knitting it on a 5 because you know what happened? I didn't switch after I did the ribbing. But it doesn't matter because...
As long as it fits, whatever.
It's superwash. So I think the last time you guys saw it, I was on a sleeve.
Yes.
Okay. So I have since finished the sleeve. Okay, where's what? Okay, that's the front. I have since finished the sleeve.
Ooh.
And now they are attached. There's grafting to do here, but they are attached. And the body is just as long as the sleeves. So my goal was to have this done by Sunday. I'm close. But then I can pick up Ashley's sweater, which is bulky. That will be, it's knit in panels and it'll be fine. So yeah. So the only difference is in the middle here, I've only got 4. That's the middle and that's where the zipper will go. But so I sent him a picture of this and he comes upstairs, he's like, is it done? And I'm like, well, unless you want to wear a shoulderless sweater, but hey, who's judging? Just burst out laughing. My son is 6'2", and he's a rake like this. So I'm kind of super proud, but it's getting really heavy. Wow. Do you see a line?
Yes.
Oh no, really?
Yep.
Wow. This is all the same dye lot. Can't really see it in person, so we're good. But that is weird.
It could also, because that's probably about where you switched knitting methods. Yeah, I think that's where you switched knitting methods.
Maybe.
Which means that will block out.
Yeah, because I didn't change. Oh, no. It's where I switched. Oh, no, it's anyway. Whatever. He's not really going to care. So, very happy about that. And knitting methods that Liz is talking about is our friend Nina. She introduced me to the world of Norwegian purl. So I could do the continental knit stitch, not a problem. I could never do the continental purl. Bente tried to show me, Selma tried to show, like, no. And so Nina told me to look up Norwegian purl. And it has been it's a life change. Like, I would never have gotten this much done. There's no way. And I practiced on, this is a 6x2, so 6 knit 2 rib, which was really good. But I was like blown away.
Yeah, I found I don't care. It's not, for me, it's faster to purl the
English way?
Yeah. But that's because I do
Lever knitting.
Lever knitting. So the motion for a purl and a knit are the same.
Yeah. Whereas mine is, it's a lot of movement.
Yeah. But it has gotten me to start doing continental knitting more often. And that is fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially because I can have the entire project in one hand.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I can like type or like do something with the phone without disturbing the project.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, no, it's been life-changing, like crazy. So you have another whip?
Yes. Actually, I will show that one next because that is where it has really come into its own.
Is it the socks?
The socks.
Oh, sorry. Hot spot?
Hot spot.
Is that the, oh, yeah, I'm going to cast on a sweater, then she sends us a picture of a sock.
I'd actually cast these on before I decided to knit the sweater.
Okay.
Because I'm crazy like that. So as you can see, Colorwork socks.
My. Okay, you started that, what, 2 days ago? Oh, no.
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. I unfortunately did not have anything bright enough, but.
That's nice together.
Oh, yeah. I like this.
Is that green?
No, it is kind of an orange and a rust and a yellow mixed together.
Okay. Oh, there. Yeah. You really see it now.
Yeah.
So that's the Hot Spot Socks by Olga Radchuk.
Yes. And it is out of Deep Stash yarn. I have no idea what either of these are.
Gotta love that.
Because these are, Sue will know what I'm talking about. These are from the original location of Knit Knackers. Yeah, it predates me meeting you.
That's circa 2000. We met in 2012.
Yeah, this would have been
circa 2010.
9-10, yeah.
10. Yeah. Wow.
So I have no idea what either of these are. Turns out the black is probably sport.
Does it matter?
No. I've done something wrong with the heel, but when I put it on, that disappears.
Maybe it's just the way the floats are pulling?
No, it's the way because you have to decrease in here. Mm-hmm. It's increased around here.
As long as when you're wearing it, it's fine. It's not tight in that area?
No.
Okay.
No,
You have an FO.
Hmm?
You have an FO.
No.
You made slippers.
Yeah, didn't I show those last week?
No.
Oh.
I'm sitting here going, she's got an FO. I know she does. Next time.
Or elsewhere. But yeah, I've always done color work using both yarns in one hand. And I run them off the same finger.
Yeah, that's a freaking tangled mess. I've tried that.
I have learned how to do it, so it's not too bad, but you do have to stop every round or so and, let your knitting dangle. Well, yeah, I know. I can now do them with
one on each
hand. And
that's how I do it.
Yeah, the game changer for that was there's a different way to do to lock a stitch down or to lock the yarn down for the floats. If you're doing it two-handed than there is one-handed. If you do it two-handed, the yarn doesn't tangle. And I'm looking at this going, holy shit balls. And my first thought was, oh goody, this will change Latvian braid. And then I realized it won't, because the reason Latvian braid is the way it is because you're intentionally doing that tangle motion.
So close.
So close. Because I want to reknit the orange so that I get the purple one I did years ago, because it's far too big.
Latvian braid.
Yeah. Miles and miles of Latvian braid.
I'm like, where's my other project? It's on the table. So I picked up my Habitation Throw. This was from last year. I had started it with my advent calendar, and then stopped because I didn't like the colors of my advent calendar, so I ended up giving most of them away. But that's what happens, right? It's by Curious Handmade, who is Helen Stewart. And here's my stitch marker. So when I picked it back up, I was just here, but I had done a different color for about an inch, and I didn't like the color, so I pulled it out, and then I added this purple and then this gray. And don't ask me what any of them are. Most of the first ones are ginger snap, but these ones I have no idea. So yeah, it's a pretty mindless knit. I was kind of doing a theme where I was doing the orange, the cream had orange, goes into the orange. You see how the theme was going? And now it's just like, well, I'm going to try and do a light and dark, but if it works, it works. If it doesn't. And I got my little cat stitch markers on each end. Can I say that? Because that way I know when I'm coming to either end, because it's so long that I know if I'm on the right side or not. Yeah. So, So, I mean, I didn't do much, but hey. And this is knit on size, I think it's a 4 millimeter, which is a US 6. And this is housed in a bag I bought last year from Jibiroo Sue's, my Christmas bag with a little Christmas tree. Oops, sorry. I'm not good at this. Polymer clay from her. And inside it has Christmas balls. Yep. So that's that. This is I can't deal with anything else. I'm knitting on this. Because joining the sleeves on that sweater was a little confusing. Well, it was a little confusing and my numbers were off. So I had to take the sleeves off, make sure the numbers, because I just added the sleeves. I didn't count, because why would one want to do that? So
yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah, so I'm off by like 4 stitches. So what I did is I put them on the underarm, the ones that are on hold, and then I'll just double them up or not. So that is my second width. What is your third?
My third is, where is my third? Oh, there it is. is I actually have, a bit of a mitt done.
Cool.
And this is the en route. This is the mitts. I got up to the thumb. That's what the weird yarn there is.
Yeah. I wore mine the other day. I think I have to pull the thumbs out because they're doing a little, how it's not quite in the thumb. It's like, yeah. What?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
I did it as per pattern, so now I know that I need a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm just I'll just wing it because I'm not actually doing these test knit.
No.
And I know for a fact my fingers are long and my thumbs are weird, and can do weird things, which I won't do on camera because it makes people squeamish. It made my doctor go, so
what yarn is that?
This is Bente's Pac-Man. On what is the base on this one? Oh, I don't know, but it's the Arctic Crafts in the Pac-Man colorway.
Hold it up to do you have the hat there?
Yep.
I was gonna say hold it up closer so people can see the specs.
Oh yeah, I love the specs. I'm still waiting on the pom-pom.
Mm-hmm.
But it's coming from Europe, so it'll get in.
Nice.
Here we go.
Yeah, mine fits I can't have a ponytail, but when my hair down, it fits perfect.
Yeah, as you can see, because I'm au naturel today. I don't really have any hair anymore.
Look good.
So hats fit a lot better than they used to. I used to have to get a whole lot of extra hat in the back.
Because of the hair.
Because of my hair.
If you don't know, she has very, very curly hair.
Yeah, I have Shirley Temple curls.
Yeah.
And up until the last 5 years or so, it was very thin hair, but there was a lot of it.
A lot of it. You had to have a hat that was meant for people who have buns, but you didn't have one.
Yeah. I also had to be careful because if I put a hat on wrong, I ended up with flat hair and then what I called my poodle fringe because it would be all curls right down here at the bottom. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I remember seeing that. You're like, I'm not taking my hat off. Come on. I'm not taking my hat. Fine. Oh. So my last whip is just a basic ribbed cowl with, Toby hair. And this, wow, that really stretches. This is for my daughter's boyfriend, Rohan. I made him a ribbed, I think it was a fisherman's hat last year. Mind you, it was in blue. I just dropped stitches, so I'm just picking them up while I talk. So this is sport weight held double. It is the Brava Sport, which is 100% acrylic, but it's really, really soft. And this is knit on size 7, 4.5 millimeter. What a surprise. And I don't even know if I've ever shown this.
No.
Okay, I haven't. But I picked it up yesterday while I was working. Oh, and hey, look at the other progress keeper I have on there. The little dudes. And so basically I'm going to knit it as long as I think it needs to be. And I was supposed to start with a split bottom, like a split hem, and I forgot. So I'll do it at the other end. But he's going to like it. This is my.
Oh, so it kind of comes down.
It kind of opens on the side so that it stays down under your coat. Selma made one for a coworker. She followed, I think it was a Pearl Soho pattern, but I mean, I just winged it. This is my messy.
Yeah, I have another, and Sue's probably seen the picture by now. I have another work in progress, but I'm not going to show it because, well, yarn plus pugtails. Yeah, so my home office is at the front of my house, and that's where I had the project, was on the floor next to me. And I had wandered into the bedroom, which is at the back of the house, And I now have yarn from next to my chair
all the way to your bedroom.
All the way to my bedroom. You can actually, if you look right there, that's actually part of the yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats can do that too. My other cat, my cat Bella, who passed away. Like, really, do you have to go around the table, the chairs, and through the... Like, I literally had, you've seen my old house, I literally had yarn from my living room, through my kitchen door, out the other side of the kitchen door, down to the basement, through the spindles.
Of course. Mm-hmm. See, at least with the pug, he goes in a fairly straight line.
So my project is being held in my Blueberry Fields bag that I got, which is a very sturdy canvas. I really, really like this.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull out a whole whack load of project bags so that certain parties don't get tangled in my yarn, because there's more yarn that goes from this chair across the room and around the sofa.
Of course there is.
Although that one was apparently on purpose because he had it in his mouth when he walked in. I think there was a peanut in it.
Well, the difference with cats is they tap it all over the place. So they're following it and it's...
Yeah, whereas it just gets caught on this one. And come on. Up you go. Here we go.
So next we have our knit alongs. So the Create from Stash Cowl. There's a link on Ravelry. So if you click on the link in the show notes, it'll take you to the thread. And it's a monthly challenge and it's ending this year. I did it for... Basically, I started it in January because I wanted to de-stash. Yeah, we all know how that went.
Yeah, well, this year went sideways.
Yeah.
Somewhere around the middle of March.
Yeah. So every month I had a different challenge. So you could enter any finished objects, but if you did the challenge, you get a second entry. And November and December is gift knitting. So enter just projects, or if it's a gift, you get to enter it twice. And then we have the Treat Yourself Mal, which is running along with Bente. Oh my God. I lost it. My brain went blank there for
Okay over there?
Not like I don't talk to her a million times a day. Holy cow. So Arctic Cross by Bente, and it's a selfish mal, so obviously it means knit for yourself. And it started on November 15th, and it goes till January 31st, 2021. I didn't have a nap today. This is what happens. Whips are allowed, and if you finish a garment, if you have a garment on the needles, it needs to be at least 50% finished by the end of the cowl. You do not have to finish it. And yeah. So, oh God, there's so much stuff. I have some stash, and then there's odds and ends. And those are future.
I have stash too.
You do?
But we don't know what it is. Well, I have a very good idea what it is. You know, it's still in a sealed package.
What's it
This
from?
is part of Christmas. Because my parents couldn't come down, my mom said, okay, well, send me a list of things you want. So I sent her a list of things from Acme Fibers.
Oh, I was going to say that looks like Acme Fibers.
Yep, it is. Yep. So this has been sitting on my Christmas tree.
I have a box under my tree that's my gift from Bente.
Yeah, I have a box under my tree that's the other half of the gift, but they were my wonderful, wonderful new slippers, which, quite frankly, my feet are cold, so I opened those.
Why not? That's all I say. Why not?
Stuck the empty box under the tree.
So Liz knows about this, and so do the girls in the chat group we have, but my husband surprised me with an advent calendar. And he was quite offended by my reaction. So he got me the Firefly Notes Stitch Market advent calendar. I say I was in shock. He says I know my wife. But I literally, it was 6 o'clock in the morning, gave him his advent calendar, which was Lego, of course, and he gave me this, and I was just like, how'd you know? How'd you know I wanted that? Who'd you talk to? Did you talk to Liz? Did you talk to Bente? Hey, how could you contact Bente? You don't have her information. And I just like, it was 20 questions. And he was just like, it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
There's no coffee in the world for this.
He's like, open your effing gift. But I was,
if you need to contact Bente, just,
well, there's also Instagram because I tag her and everything. But anyway, I was just like, I think I had to say sorry like 30 times that day because I was just, I almost bought this for myself 3 times, but every time I went to grab it, it was out of stock from 3 different vendors. He's like, well, I just Googled and it's from somebody in Ontario. And I haven't really been showing them a lot because what happened was there was a band on it that was holding it down. Took the band off and I put it sideways. Guess what happened? They all slid. So the same thing happened to my friend Belinda. So Sean opened it, put one in each one, no idea what they were. And I talked to the lady from Firefly Notes in BC, and she's like, well, some of them are the same, but they're not all the same because I ran out of markers and whatever. So I haven't really been posting. I posted one post with a spoiler, but yeah, I didn't have anything today. It was empty. It's somewhere else. But I love it.
You'll have another day with 2.
Exactly. I love it. My son was like, but Mom, don't you have like, I'm like, millions of stitch markers? Yes. Don't you make stitch markers? Yes. These are not made by me.
Your point boy?
Exactly. Want a sweater? Shut your mouth. No. So that was a surprise. My other thing is my advent from Benta. So we decided to gift each other an advent calendar because seriously, they're really expensive. So they're in here. Oh, you can see the purple picking. There's a purple one in the bottom. That's my day 25. And this is a basket I bought at, oh my God, Twist.
I was going to say it's French, so it was probably Twist.
Twist. So it says, what does it say? Hurry up, yarn?
Vite de la laine.
Yeah. So that's all in there. And I've opened up, obviously, 12 days. And I found this really genius way to store them.
You and your label maker.
Yeah, well, there's that. And this used to house a lot of my stitch marker stuff. And I decided not to cast anything on because I want to see what all the colors are. So far, this is what I've got. So basically, it was 2 10 grams or a 20 gram. So right now, I'm coveting this one. And
I wonder why.
This one. This one, too, brown is nice, too. So that's going to make noise, sorry.
I have promised myself that I'm not going to buy anything, including yarn, till February. Or at least that's the plan. So
I got, yeah. May have ordered from Bente. Quite a few skeins of her single ply, just saying. I bought these because somebody was doing a giveaway on Instagram, and I was like, well, I don't want to take a chance and not get them, so I'm going to buy them now. So they're embroidery kits by Rose and Pearl. Card. I've never embroidered before. It can't be much different than cross stitch.
it's like,
Little different, but I mean, it's not going to be hard to learn is what I'm thinking. So Rose and Pearl. Is that backwards for you?
no.
Okay. Backwards for
I know it shows backwards on our screen, but not.
So I bought this one.
Ooh, that's nice.
Bees. And this is supposed to be a beginner. And then I also got this one.
Nice.
Yeah. So it comes with everything. The what do you call the thing? The
Hoop.
The hoop. Hoops and everything. So there it is.
Yeah, that was one of my other purchases is I got the Hinterland pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I have this gorgeous multicolored like jewel tone yarn from Volmise. And I'm like, okay, well, I've got to have a base color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I had enough of, and it was Wollmeise, but it's the lace yarn.
Mm-hmm.
It was too thin.
Oh.
So that was the other thing I had started. That was the sweater that we had mentioned earlier, the Colorwork sweater. Now I've got to wait to get a new base.
So I got the Christmas kit from Jibiru Sue's in Arctic Crafts by Bente. And so this is the bag. And Michelle also made a little needle cozy. And that goes over there. There's a stitch marker in here somewhere. Yeah. It's a little candy cane. It's the same one as my Christmas tree.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's got, what I like is it's got a loop. Oh, where you can't see. Yeah. So it's got a ring and a clasp. So you can use it for either. And then the yarn I twisted. So Bente decided to do minis because Christmas socks need heels, cuffs, and toes. So these are the colors, but I twisted them all together. So this is called Santa's Little Helper. And there's 5. Yeah. So those are the colors.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh God, this room is going to be a mess. And of course I've got some Burden Blend tea because she includes that in everything. And this is the Jibiru Sue's information if you want it. Because I need more yarn and bags. Huh.
I'm being glared at because my hips decided that I couldn't sit that way anymore, so he had to move. So he's literally like on the footstool right outside of camera range, huffing at me. Because of Buck.
My brain's going, I'm missing something, but I'm not. This is the Comfy Cozy Advent skein. No, it's not. I thought it had a mini with it. No, this is something. I'm so confused right now. This is not my Advent skein. It's a celebration. And I think this is the New Year's skein she did, but I'm missing a skein of yarn.
Oh, well, I guess you'll have to show it next time.
Yeah, I'm missing my Advent. And then the last thing is I wanted a skein of Area 51. And she said she liked my window bags. So I offered a trade. So I made her a Doctor Who window bag, and I got Drunk Unicorn.
Nice.
Yep. And there was some tea and some scissors and stuff. But okay, what did I do with my Advent calendar skein? I'm really perplexed here. Okay, it's somewhere, just not here right now. Yeah, so that's stash. What's left on here?
We've got the Cowl for 2021.
Yeah, so there's essentially going to be 3. So why don't you talk about your Face Your Fear one?
Okay. So Face Your Fear, knit a sweater. Very Little has kindly offered to give us a coupon code for one of her sweaters, which is one that I've been kind of wanting to do for a while.
Yeah.
So
it's the Skaha.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that is where we're going to go as far as the sweater goes. And anyone's welcome to join. I'm going to run it a little bit differently than your standard cowl, just because we'll be doing like pieces of the sweater, and there'll be instructions if you need it, and somebody to go,
More interactive than your usual.
Yeah.
Let's knit together.
Yeah. And I'm planning on taking it off Rav as well. So, shoot me a message on Instagram or whatever, because I do check.
Yeah. You should do a hashtag.
Yes. We'll come up with a hashtag.
Yeah.
So that's going to start be the sweater edition mid-January.
Okay.
Gives everyone time to like get over the shock of the holidays and
exactly. Yeah.
Yarn.
So basically the rules are knit a sweater.
Yep. And it can be like baby sized, it can be adult sized.
And you don't have to knit the skaha, right? You can knit.
Oh yeah, you can knit anything.
Yeah.
I'll come up with I've got a couple of.
There's a couple in the thread.
There's a couple in the thread. And I've got a couple of like free patterns and whatnot as well, if you want to go that route.
Yeah. Tin Can Knits is amazing.
Yes. Tin Can Knits is something that I recommend to anyone who's starting sweater knitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, pick a sweater. We'll cast on together.
Go for it.
Go from there.
Yeah, I like that idea.
The only thing I don't recommend, because I was thinking about this, is knitting like the little itty bitty ornamental sweaters.
That's not really going to give, it's the same stitches, but you're not getting.
That's the thing, is it actually isn't to some extent.
Okay, it's not. Okay, I've never knit one.
Yeah, I have. They're fiddly and annoying and not representative of an actual like sweater.
And you don't have a sweater to wear when you're done.
Yeah. So if you want to knit a small one, let's go for newborn size.
Are you going to do are you going to talk about gauge?
Yes. I'm horrible at gauge, but I will.
Gauge can lie and gauge can be your friend. It just depends.
Yep. Unfortunately, in my case, gauge is a horrible liar that lies.
Yep. Definitely.
But we're going to attempt to do this right, so I am recommending everyone swatch.
Yeah, and Marcia is a loft of information. She's an amazing designer. She's Canadian. She's a close friend of mine, so might be partial. And she's kind of back into things. She was away from the social media for a while, but she's doing podcasts again, like I said last time. So go check her out. She's got some amazing designs, and her photography. Oh, amazing. So I'm going to be spearheading the stash down for 2021, which I wanted to do for 2020, but hey, didn't happen. So basically it's Purge Your Yarn edition. Any yarn that was bought prior to January 1st, 2021. And we have a sponsor who is Arctic Crafts by Bente. She's going to give us a year-long coupon code, which I will announce in the new year. And I would like to mention about Bente, because, podcast without talking about her. I mean, really. So she is going to be doing, so she had Arctic Seasons, which was a quarterly subscription. But she's changing things up for 2021. And what she's going to be doing is Arctic Seasons 2021 monthly. So it's going to be a mystery monthly that you can buy March or July or whichever one you want. And it's still going to be based on Arctic Seasons. The pre-orders open on December 20th and they close on December 31st. So she's doing it a little bit differently than most people. So the month before the skein is when it goes on sale. And then hopefully, depending on shipping, she'd like to get it out like the first week of the month that she's actually dying for. So most people don't do it that way, but yeah. And she's going to have, for January, she's going to have 3 choices of bases. So you're going to have Polldale sock, XR merino DK, or fine merino worsted. And depending on the time of the year, the yarn bases will change. And I thought that was really cool because most of the times you don't get to choose a base. They're mostly sock yarn. So, and besides that, we still have a coupon code for Acme Fibers, Distant 2020, and it's good until December 24th. So, I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I love my Chowgu, the blue ones I got. Sleeves. Oh my. I don't think I've ever knit sleeves so fast in my life. There's no fiddly. there's no fiddle. It's just like, so it's kind of amazing. So all my, all of these are going to be split in two. Sent to Bente because I don't need a full skein of everything. Except for my Advent skein, which I'm going to split in two and send to somebody else. I wonder who that is. You know, if you want it. You're getting a Christmas present. It's just not going to be exactly what I wanted to send you, but you're going to love it. Your sock tube's going to have to wait. I'm having problems with my machine.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I think it's the user, not the machine. Tension, I swear. Gauge tension.
Yeah, you'll get it eventually.
Yeah. So that's it, I think. Looks like it. Do you have anything else?
No.
No. All right. So we might podcast one more time before the end of the year. That would be around Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine by.
I'm good. I will be sitting here with the pug.
Yep. All right then. So
every day I've got from the 25th straight through the beginning of the new year off.
Me too.
Knit and sew. And that's about it.
Knit, sew, stream, and drink coffee.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
That's about it.
I want to make some pajama pants, and I'm supposed to be doing those with Nina, but she's cutting her pajama pants already. That was a conversation that really messed you up.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to the conversation, and Nina posts that,
I'm cutting out PJs.
Which, for some reason in my brain, was cutting them out of her life, kind of thing, like not wearing them anymore. And I'm like, what? Why? What? Don't do that.
Yeah, I want to sew during my holidays. I think I have 10 days off, so I go back on the 4th. But yeah, I want to sew. I want to knit. I want to crank socks. I want to do all the things. Today I designed some t-shirts for my daughter's BFF and her 3 girls. I need to tell you what I'm putting on. Well, I'm going to tell everybody what's going on the t-shirt because they're so cute. So basically, this is for Mama. Sometimes I open my mouth and my mother comes out. This one's for the baby who turned 1 today. Little girls make the world sweeter. For the middle child, I'm the middle child. I'm the reason we have rules. And that is Kyra to a T. And then the eldest, I got it from my mama. And then I have a wine glass I want to do for Anika, but I don't know what I'm putting on that. So, and I decided I'm not driving to Ottawa. I'm mailing it all. Because,
Yep. That's why I'm doing Christmas alone, because...
Well, Sean was telling me that the reason Gatineau is in the red is not because of Ottawa. Ottawa's numbers are low, and so are Gatineau's. It's because they can't handle if the hospitals start getting, because, we all know about Gatineau hospitals and how well they ranked in Canada. Basically bottom of the list. The hospitals can't handle it. So basically, don't leave your house unless you have to. One person is supposed to do groceries. No social gatherings. There's some hula who had a huge party, announced it on social media, videotaped it and put it up online, and then wondered why the cops broke down the party and gave everybody fines, because guess what? Not the first time they've had to warn this person. So then we got an emergency alert in Gatineau to say no gatherings of any kind. Wonder how come that came up.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
Exactly.
Yeah. I live in a very small town, so we don't.
You're out away from all the big cities, so.
Yes, but the problem is every single one of the major cities around me is red. All of them.
Oh yeah.
Which means
all your friends are in those cities.
Yeah. All my friends are in those cities, and Huron Perth is considered red as well, because, oh, hey, we have Stratford. and we border everything, including Toronto. Yeah. Well, there was a line outside at the grocery store this morning.
Oh, they're starting to put minimums on, like, I went to the dollar. Well, I had to go, okay, words. I needed stocking stuffers. That was the last thing. Everything else I ordered online, except for a few little things. So I had to go to Walmart and the dollar store. Walmart, you can tell that they were starting to put up the metal fences that they're going to, like, people to wait to go in. The dollar store already had a waiting. Like, you had to wait outside because the numbers are. So the last thing I have to do before Christmas is tomorrow. I've got a crap ton of packages that I'm mailing. Some are letters and stuff. And then I'm done. I'm done.
Yep. Yeah, today was the last of the shopping that I had to do. I figured while he was getting his fluff and puff, I'd go across the street to the.
Because you were already there. You didn't go. Yeah. So we got our turkey last week, got all the fixins. I got my vegetables. Tonight I'm going to be chopping them up while they're raw, putting them in the freezer so they don't rot over the next 2 weeks on my counter. We need a few things from Costco, but those are like milk, eggs, like the necessities.
Oh, Costco doesn't sell my milk. I'm really annoyed. I'm lactose intolerant, so.
Costco doesn't sell your milk?
It's annoying.
What kind do you drink again?
The lactose-free stuff now.
But what's the brand?
I think the stuff we get down here is Lactancia, but there's I think the other one's Seal Test, maybe. I don't know.
Drink soy?
No. I have an allergy to soy.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. We figured out a lot this year. Most of it's really annoying.
Oh, sigh. So anyhow, we've been babbling.
Yeah.
Whether I cut this out or not, I guess you'll find out. So we won't see you before Christmas Day. So if you celebrate or you don't celebrate, take care of yourself, stay safe, and happy knitting.
Happy crafting.
Yep.
I guess there's Hanukkah, solstice,
Yep.
Christmas, Kwanzaa.
Mm-hmm.
Want to say there? No. I know there's a couple other festivals in there because there's like a bunch of them. So yeah, whatever you're celebrating, have fun.
Stay safe, eat a lot of food.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.